What's up, guys? Frank Fulci back again with another unboxing video, haul video, collection update video, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if people get hung up on those words, but to me they're all synonyms anyway. Let's get into it, guys. Actually got a lot more this week than I thought I was gonna. If you saw my last video, there was only like 1 or 2 packages. So this week I finally got some stuff in. First, let me show, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. This is heavy as hell. First, let me show off these. I actually had to open them earlier in the week because I needed the box to ship off some stuff. I've been selling a lot of stuff off to make room. But first up is Scream Team Releasing's newest 2 or 3 films, because one of them is a double pack. But first up is Exposure. I didn't jump on this when it went up right away. They usually do like pre-orders and like, you know, initial orders are for signed copies of the movies, and they come in posters, as you'll see on the next one. But this one I waited. I didn't really hear much about it, good or bad, but I like, for the most part, I like the movies these guys put out. You know, lower budget indie stuff. This one looks like a cool practical effects, like creature feature type of thing. So excited about that one. And then next is a double feature with 2 movies. So I did get the signed copy of this one. Signatures all over. I don't know if you can see that. Signatures on the front and back. First movie is Camp Killer, and the other movie is Maniac Farmer. Silly name, but this does have reversible artwork. So yeah, you can see there. So these should be good. Again, low budget stuff. You know, they are kind of hit or miss, but for the most part, they're pretty good. The movies these guys put out. And this is a poster for that double pack. So there's that. Got my nice cup of joe. I haven't had any coffee in my last bunch of videos, but needed something to wet the whistle, so to speak. So let's jump into this. This is an Amazon box. I don't even remember what the hell is in here. Hopefully it's something I could even show off to you guys. You know, there's a horror stuff. Oh, okay, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, yeah, this was one that had a couple of things. That's why it's heavy. So, this video will be a little mixed media today, because I got some movies and some other stuff. You'll see a t-shirt later. But first up is one of Arrow's newest releases, which is Alice, Sweet Alice. I believe a lot of people have been talking about this and showing this off in their videos. Believe it or not, this is one I haven't seen. You probably believe it because I say that about a lot of movies, but this film in particular, I actually have had the 88 films release of this for quite a while on my shelf, and sure enough, it's still sealed over there. But I'm hoping to jump in this one soon. Actually, I might watch it today and get it out of the way. But next in that Amazon box, it's actually a birthday gift. My birthday was back in June, but a friend of mine, this was actually a pre-order item. A friend of mine bought this for me for my birthday. Friends of mine, I should say, married couple. But this is Harrow County. This is a graphic novel. Well, it's a comic book series, but this is the collected edition, volume 3. They call this the library edition. It has like a nice little ribbon as a bookmark. I did see that people were talking about the spine not being lined up, you know, perfectly centered, and that is definitely the case. It won't bother me too much. I just got it to read. You know, it'll look a little goofy on the shelf compared to the other ones, but whatever. It is what it is. So happy to have that. I do have the first 2 volumes, obviously. And I will be reading that very soon. That's a great book by Cullen Bunn. If you guys know anything about comics and horror writing, this guy's #1 horror writer. At least he's the hardest working one anyway. This guy's got probably about 10 ongoing series titles at any given time. And they're all pretty damn good. Next up, it's another Amazon order. Alright, here's that mixed media I was talking about. This is another novel, so if you've been watching my last couple of videos at least, you'll see that I've been getting into some real reading of actual books. So I showed off a comic book. That's mostly where my reading time goes, especially the last couple of years. But recently I got back into novels. I've started reading some of Stephen King stuff. This one, I don't want to jump into crazy long books just because, again, my time is very limited. You know, I try to split it amongst a few hobbies here and there, and it's already hard enough. So now add reading into the mix. just not enough time in a day. So yeah, I'm starting with Stephen King's smaller books, and I fly through them pretty quickly. You know, they usually just take a couple of, you know, maybe 4 or 5 sittings at the most. And luckily, this is another one of his thinner ones. This is one of his newer titles. Elevation is what it's called. So, nice book there. I just finished his book called The Sundog. Before that, I read The Mist. Both very good. The Mist was definitely better than The Sundog, of course. Co-worker of mine actually lent me Misery as well. And that one's not too thick. I actually left it at my office, so when I have spare time over there, some slower times, I just read a few pages here and there. So that's a nice little book to have on my desk over there. Next up, let's do this one. Oh, this is from my Shout Factory Shout Select contest that I won a few months back. Still going strong. They send out, you know, I get every single Shout Select title for a year straight for free because I won their contest. I think this is only like the 4th month, maybe 5th month that they're sending stuff out, which is almost half a year. So, you know, this is going to end sooner than I would like, I guess I can say. They always send a lot of movies. A lot of these I've never even heard of, let alone thought of picking up on my own because they're not horror related. First up is Crisscross. This looks like an older movie with Burt Lancaster, Yvonne DiCarlo, and Dan Duryea. Duryea? I don't know how to say that. This is from 1948. Alright, so oldie but goodie, hopefully. And that is Shout Select number 85. Next is number 86. Endless Love with Brooke Shields and Martin Hewitt. She is 15, he is 17. The love every parent fears. Oh my God. It's from 1981. So this is one of Brooke Shields' first roles. Why do I feel like she was in this too? Yes, 2 Brooke Shields movie in one haul. She's in Alice, Sweet Alice. She was young in that as well, from what I know. Probably even younger than this. I think this came out in the 70s. Year on this? Why is there no year? 1976. Very young, very young. Because this is 81 and she was playing a 15-year-old. She probably was 15. So anyway, she's probably freaking 10 in that other one. Alright, back to this. Number 88. They get goofy with their numbering. Maybe 87 got delayed, whatever. I got 85, 86, and 88. This one's cool. It has a nice slipcover, which some of the Shout Selects come with. Most of them don't. And this is The Harder They Come. Jimmy Cliff in The Harder They Come. This I never even heard of. This is a 3-disc set. Oh wow, alright. This is pretty fancy. Collector's edition from Shout Select. Oh, reggae legend Jimmy Cliff stars as Ivan Martin, an aspiring singer hoping to make a name for himself. Robbed of his money and possessions, he finds work with a self-righteous preacher and an unscrupulous music mogul who exploits young hopefuls. In desperation, the simple country boy turns outlaw, at war with both the police and his rivals. Ivan's dreams of stardom soon becomes a reality as he rises to the top of both the pop charts and the most wanted lists. This actually sounds really good. This is from 1972, so I might check this out sooner rather than later. That sounds really good. Next, a nice package from Fright-Rags. So we got comics, we got movies, we got books, and we got clothing all in one haul, man. It doesn't get better than this. I'm actually waiting for a package from Cavity Colors as well. I think there's I ordered a couple shirts from them. I'm surprised it didn't come yet. Anyway, Fright-Rags put out a new shirt. See all the extra goodies. They always include some cool stuff, like little trading card stuff. This one, can't we just get along? This is from Day of the Dead, obviously from 1985. Just wanted to read the back real quick. I don't know if you guys can see this. There it is, focused. Fright Film. This is from their 7th series. They have a bunch of these apparently. Fright Film Fact. In the opening dream sequence, one of the zombie hens that breaks through the wall to grab Sarah belongs to Laurie Cardeal's husband. Laurie Cardeal. Then we get a little sticker. I don't know what this is. Nice sticker there. Nice little promotional card. They have a Return of the Living Dead collection. Oh, this is actually not for them. This is Trick or Treat Studios. I guess they make masks and stuff. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get to the actual shirt. This looks like a baby schmedium, guys. So, I don't know if any of you guys actually follow my personal profiles on social media, but I've actually lost a ton of weight recently. You know, I've been into bodybuilding for many years, but I was always heavier, fatter. I've lost 40 pounds in the last year. So now, the reason I even bring that up is because this is the first medium-sized shirt I've ordered in over 10 years, easily. Probably since I was a freaking freshman in high school, I've worn medium. Anyway, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I just saw the movie yesterday, and it was actually really fun. I think some people are giving it negative reviews. I don't know what they expected, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, the shirt design looks freaking amazing. So, glad to have that. I was actually hoping to get... I mean, I did have it sitting here in the package. I could have wore it to the movie, but I'm a dummy, and I like to hold things off for showing off to you guys. But, anyway, awesome shirt. Good movie. You should go see it. Last but not least, stuff I've been waiting for like an asshole for over, I'll say, a month and a half, probably at this point. Arrow, my big package from them from the sale from June, finally came. But first, let me show you this one that I pre-ordered even before that. It's a movie I have. I actually was lucky enough to get the other copy that I have from Blu-ray in the States release for free because it was for a review for the site, repulsivereviews.com. I do have a full review of the movie on my website, so you should check that out. I can go ahead and link that down below for you guys. I know it's hard to search the internet for things, but I'll make it easy for you guys. Anyway, this is Lords of Chaos. Dope movie. If you guys... When I was younger, I used to listen to death metal, black metal, thrash metal, all that stuff. I still listen to heavier music now. Not as wild as some of that black metal stuff that I used to listen to, but anyway, this is awesome in terms of if you know the history of any of these bands that are involved, Burzum, Mayhem, all these bands in, you know, Norway and Scandinavian black metal stuff. Pretty wild shit, so you should check this out. Is it considered a horror movie? I think so. It's pretty fucking bloody and it's pretty epic stuff going on. Dude, one of the members of the band kills himself in the most gory fashion I've ever seen in a suicide ever, and it actually happened in real life that way. You should check this out. I remember somebody commented on my review that I put on Reddit saying, wait, this is a horror movie? Of course I consider it a horror movie. This shit is gory as hell. Why wouldn't I consider it a horror movie? It's not a family drama, that's for sure. Anyway, I digress. Here's the big Arrow second order that I put in for the sale from months ago. May have to make some room here, guys, because there's a bunch of movies in here. Let's get into it and see what I've been waiting for. Actually, I don't even think that a lot of these are even really horror titles. So if you guys are not interested in anything other than horror, you can go ahead and turn this off now, I guess. But I know a lot of you guys like Arrow. You know, us hardcore collectors love boutique labels, and Arrow is one of the best out there, hands down. So stick around and see what I got. First up, and a lot of these I think are, oh, that shit broken as hell. Very nice. Do I contact Arrow's support team, who is usually terrible with me, and tell them that my order that came 2 months later is broken? Probably not. Anyway, first up, Death Smiles on a Murderer by Joe D'Amato. D'Amato, however you want to say it. I might as well open this up because it's all fucking broken anyway. Klaus Kinski, that looks like. I believe he's in this. Oh my god, broken to hell. Gothic horror giallo hybrid. Set in Austria, so this is actually a creamy film if it's German and Austrian, but anyway, by Italian director, so I'll call it giallo. It's from... Year, there's no year, I don't know why. Oh, 1973. Alright, the disc is fine, the booklet's fine, everything's in good shape other than the case, so I could live with it. Nice reversible artwork. I usually don't open these things in front of you, in front of the camera. I usually leave them sealed till I watch them, but I will open that one up for you guys. Anyway, next up. Oh god, broken to hell. Every fucking case in here is broken to shit. Dave Made a Maze. This is a new film. I think it's like a lower budget indie film. It's not horror. Actually, it might be considered horror. Apparently this is a story of a guy who like builds a fort in his room. I don't know. Fuck, open it up. It's broken. This guy builds a maze in like a fort, like, you know, cardboard forts like we used to make when we were younger. This guy makes an elaborate ass maze, and he gets freaking lost in it. Oh wow, you can fucking cut somebody up nice with this shard of glass. God damn it, these cases. Anyway, so it seemed pretty funny. I watched the trailer. It actually looks like a good time. So maybe this can be considered a survival horror, black comedy type of thing. This dude gets lost in his maze, and his friends got to go in there and look for him. So pretty interesting premise. Oh my god, I've never seen a case this fucked up. Anyway, next up, The Annihilators. I don't even remember ordering this. This case is not broken. It is a little bit. In Vietnam, they fought for their country. Now they're fighting for their friends. It's like an action shoot 'em up war type movie from the 80s. This actually looks pretty cool. Trying to see who's in this. Christopher Stone from The Howling and Cujo. It's directed by Charles E. Sellier Jr., who did Silent Night, Deadly Night, and co-starring Garrett Graham from Phantom of the Paradise, and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs from Death Wish. So, a bunch of names in there from movies we've all seen, or at least heard of. Next up, Broken to Shit. So let's open it up. Hell yeah, I love my broken-ass cases that I waited 2 months for. Oh my god. Pieces falling everywhere. Pieces inside everywhere. Look at this. Shattered to shit. Broken all over. No bottom on this case whatsoever. Mega Time Squad. This looks like, this was made by the guys who did Flight of the Conchord. They did What We Do in the Shadows. All those awesome, funny, fun movies and shows and stuff. Yeah, Mega Time Squad. Don't know much about it. Seems like a goofy action comedy type of thing. Next up, wow, it's not broken. Alright, I think the rest of these cases are good. Anyway, Yakuza Law. I was always looking at this movie in the previous sales and stuff, and finally pulled the trigger on this one. Filmed by Teruo Ishii. Looks like a, you know, Yakuza Kung Fu, Sword Fu type of movie. Chop 'em up. Yeah, directed by the guy who did Blind Woman's Curse, which has also been put out by Arrow and Scream Factory, and Horrors of Malformed Men, put out by Arrow as well. J-Sploitation is being called. Well, he's the godfather of J-Sploitation, apparently. Yakuza Law, aka Yakuza's Law Lynching, a grueling anthology of torture spanning 3 distinct periods of Japanese history and bringing to the screen some of the most brutal methods of torment ever devised. Sounds freaking dope, so that is going to be one of the first ones I watch from this lot for sure. Next up is another one I've been always eyeing. Oh, wow, look at what I found in my lap. Warhead from the Fright-Rags package. They always include these old school candies. Anyway, John Landis' Schlock. I always look at this, never picked it up, never seen it. But this sale, again, had awesome prices, 50% off and all that. You know, buy one, get one free, whatever the sale was. It's so long ago, I forgot. Anyway, picked this up finally. Nice to have in the Arrow collection. This is from, I think, 72. Oh, 1972, 73. Anyway, nice John Landis goodness. Next up, another horror from Asia. This case is a little broken. Anyway, Orgies of Edo. Same director. It's another anthology from Teruo Ishii. Another 3 stories of moral sickness set during Japan's prosperous Genroku era in this bloody follow-up to his sexploitation classic Shogun's Joy of Torture, and the 4th entry in Toei's Abnormal Love film series. This sounds awesome, man. This one and that other Yakuza Law are definitely going to be watched first. And last in this order, The Grand Duel featuring Lee Van Cleef, another one of the westerns, spaghetti westerns that Arrow has put out over the years. I don't know if this is one of the newer ones or not. But this is from 1972. Yeah, it says 2019. So this is one of the newer ones. And glad to have this. I like all their westerns that they've been putting out, whether they're Django or not. Ringo and all those other ones. Rango, whatever the hell the names of those are, I get confused with. But I have them on the shelves here somewhere. Anyway, Nice stack from Arrow, guys. Let me go cut this video. I know I'm rambling on a lot today. Some Arrow stuff, some free stuff from Shout Select for the contest winnings, some Fright-Rags, some Stephen King novelizations, some, oh, more Arrows, tons of Arrow today, some Scream Team releasing, and of course the Cullen Bunn Harrow County book. So nice haul of mixed media here today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your time on this beautiful Sunday. Give me the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I am continuing to do weekly hauls as long as the stuff comes in. Again, recently I've been more concerned with selling as opposed to buying stuff, but the money I make on the room I make from selling stuff makes me, allows me to get more stuff that I actually do want to have in my collection and enjoy. So, I will have videos coming. I know I have a lot of stuff on pre-order. I finally got a shipment notification for my full moon order that was made during July 4th. So another one that's over a month, you know, in the past that I've been waiting for. I did pre-order some stuff. I have a Grindhouse releasing order coming in from Grindhouse Video in Tampa. I think I put in some pre-orders with Diabolic. I don't know. Stuff will be showing up randomly. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a Cavity Colors package coming too. If you guys like to see those t-shirts that I show off from time to time. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Tell your friends to come by and watch my videos. I have like 34 weeks worth of hauls to show off, so you got plenty of content to watch. And thanks again, guys. Love you all. Peace. Be good.